idea. bizgrowthcollective.com and builday.space. Check them both out right now, today, after the show.
That's what we're
today.
dealing with.
We are in a civil war. We are in World War III. I don't need you to believe me. I'm telling you it's true. I do this every day. You think? I'm not like Fox News. I'm not like, we're not like these legacy media outlets that want to bring pain and suffering to you because it makes you want to watch more. We're not entertainment. We're information. We're discussion. We're evaluation. That's what we're doing here. If you just want to be entertained, wait till Sportcat comes on and tells you the world's ending. Go listen to Blake Fisher bitch about whatever. We're here to educate. We're here to start a conversation. And we're here to continue a conversation. First of all, the world isn't getting any smaller. And so a world war is easier to come about. Look at it from a logistical and relationship perspective. On one location, we've got a civil war in Syria. We, being an independent and democratic country, are not for dictators. Current administration excluded. We're talking about a history here. So it naturally comes to pass that we are for the rebels in Syria. Until Tulsi Gabbard, in her infinite wisdom, flies on over to Syria, meets with Bashar al-Assad not once, but twice. And suddenly, she's not for the rebels anymore. So now there's that. But as you by now know, Bashar al-Assad is no longer in power. He has cowered over to Russia. See how this is becoming geopolitical, not just regional. He's off to Russia. I mean, we'll call it exile because that's really what it is. Nobody else wants him. And that war, we'll call it coming to an end of sorts. Well, Russia's isn't. What he said would be over in a month is still going 3 years later. Does that sound vaguely familiar? Something, 24 hours? Just wondering. But now that we know Russia's got their hands dirty, they're against Ukraine. They're supported by North Korea, who also got their ass handed to them. China is quietly, I don't know, perhaps because they know that they're going to lose too, and they don't want that happening. If they help with a backdoor, if they stay on the down low, maybe they get to learn something. Few intel victories, but also no L's in the loss column, like North Korea now has. Ukraine defending themselves again. Remember, this is the second time. First time was when Russia went into the Crimean Peninsula. One of the things I don't agree with in the Obama administration was the status quo thing, like North Korea, South Korea. Okay, stay in the Crimean Peninsula, but don't go anywhere else. Because you really think that's going to happen? Frankly, I got to give a lot of credit to South Korea because I'm surprised with what's going on in Russia that North Korea hasn't had any brainy ideas recently to at least, fire over. I think it's the 49th parallel and see what happens. On its face, we support Ukraine, although we're doing a shitty job of it. Thanks, MAGA. Do you remember, by the way, during the campaign, there was this America First bullshit? We can't support Ukraine. America First. America starts with an M. I guess it actually starts with an apostrophe, but whatever. But yeah, we'll talk about maybe supporting Israel because, that's like the cool thing to do. You can't talk down about the Jews. Bernie Sanders does a nice job of it, but I guess that's like a black person saying the N-word. It's their people. I guess they're allowed to. Well, for the record, I believe Netanyahu is a war criminal. The end. Come and get me. But America first. We got to do stuff here at home before we can do stuff overseas. Remember that? The MAGA Republicans certainly don't, because they're going to have, with Donnie at the helm, this Russian-Ukraine war over in 24 hours. Four weeks in a month. And are we coming up on 6 months? He hasn't been able to do it in 24 weeks. Then there's Israel and Iran and the Houthis. Don't forget the Signal app. That's where you can get all these updates, right? Tell me again how this is America first, Taco. When you've also started, by the way, another trade war or another world war in the form of a trade war. You've got a world war. You've got a civil war. Now you've got another world war happening during your world war. Weren't we staying at home? Weren't we kicking out all these illegal immigrants that are washing our dishes, building our buildings, picking our fruits and vegetables so we can have this isolationist Christian nationalism? Not that I think the Christian nationalism is a good idea. There's nothing Christian about it, to be clear. But where did it all go? Is this part of your flood the zone plan? Well, don't think that it's not being tracked, because it is. I'm not watching. The left is not watching. The world is watching. And we don't like what we see. That's it for today, gang. We're going to go through the plugs. I'm going to get out of here, get some work done around the house, just to see if my dog is okay. He's got that uncomfortable look. So I'm going to take him for another walk and see how he's going to do. Thanks for joining. Thanks for getting off the porch and running with the big dogs straight up the middle. See you again tomorrow. I forgot the plugs.